Mm,
But if you want to actually make a difference, you might want to reconsider that.
most definitely. So just as I said at the beginning of that, I was gonna quickly show you some of the crazy things from this guy.
You don't really see much of him anymore, thankfully.
No, yeah, he's fallen by the wayside. It's now all Kevin Sorbo. That's all I see in my
Yeah,
feed now.
yeah, same.
We've gone from one idiot to another. Um, so this is me asking him about the ISS, which you can actually see going over you occasionally. He says it's a high altitude drone balloon projection system over population centers in order to solidify fakery with people like you.
Well, those are certainly words strung together in a kind of sentence.
Yeah, and not to mention getting something that convincing
Yeah,
would probably cost more than the ISS itself.
and it would easily be shown up by. I mean, I know people that take pictures of the moon.
Actually, I later on, one of the people who read this article or saw the conversation sent me a picture that he took of the ISS himself, from his using his camera as it was going overhead. And obviously, it's not as clear as it looks from up there, but
Yeah,
um, so I also ask him, what does anyone gain by making us think the Earth is spheroidal? And he says, top motive, they're hiding land in or over Antarctica. Shiny object rocket syndrome is sleight of hand and misdirection. And then some porn star went on with it being hollow Earth, which he also liked. And the hollow Earth is a theory that the Earth is actually hollow. The entrance is obviously in Antarctica. And it's filled with giants and Germans from the war, as in Nazis.
Nazis. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've
that's where
heard
they're
that
all
one.
hiding out. So not only does he believe the Earth is flat, he also believes it's hollow. So it's not necessarily flat as a disc; it's more oblong,
Yeah.
cuboid. Would have been a better way to say it, but I just like taking any opportunity to say the word oblong. Say it with me now; it's fun. Oblong.
Bobo? They've been watching too many B movies. The Nazis at the center of the earth.
Yeah, so he's going on about vaccines are fake medicine and all that crap. It was a load of crap, basically. Talking about me making stuff up. So I was giving statistics about how vaccines have actually prevented more disease, and yes, in rare cases that there are injuries, but the net result for the species and the average individual is they're the safer option to take. And obviously the classic iron lung from polio. Um, that was me giving. Oh yeah, he talks about how gravity's a toxin. There's all sorts of links on there, but it's also talking about his tactical maneuvers, the way he gets people on his side. So this is something that he actually does that's kind of relevant. Is either a fantastic con man or even scary. He actually believes what he's saying. Either way, it generates money from selling his products, his advertising on his site. Like him or not, he's pretty successful, but how does he do it? So I think he goes through different stages. So the first thing is a bit of normalization of his statements. He posts a lot of fantastic, positive vibe memes. Some of the memes are a little bit hippy dippy, but at the end of the day, some of them are really nice, some of them are really encouraging, and some people like seeing that stuff in their feed quite regularly. And you might think, oh well, someone who is posting these positive memes must be a positive person. It's a lot better than all the anger and other shit that I see from other people. Then people start sharing those positive messages, and obviously he's tagged in every single one of those shares so people can see it comes from him. So this builds trust with people. He starts getting a large people following and sharing stuff, friends and all of that. You say, oh, right, yeah, I've seen loads of my friends posting memes from David Wolfe now. He seems like a cool guy. He must, understand stuff a lot more. Then it escalates. He'll start posting things that are slightly out there occasionally. That will pop up into your feed, and you go, well, he seems right about this other stuff that I've seen. Maybe he's right about this. And you're already building you've already built a cognitive bias for him at this point. So you find yourself agreeing without thinking about it. And this is also like the 3 yeses thing I was talking about, the sales technique the other day, Dave.
Yeah.
And then acceptance. And once you're in, you're in. As soon as you're under the cosh of that pseudoscientific nonsense, it's easier to buy into the rest of it. And before you know it, you'll be engaging in all the common vaccination arguments, flat Earth nonsense, and all manner of fallacies. Obviously, this article wasn't the one we were discussing tonight. Hey, Josh, or Josiah, sorry. Nice to see you, dude.
I didn't want to interrupt you while you were on the flow, so.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, I can come out of the articles now. I mean, we've actually covered off the article I wanted to cover and a few extra points from a second article. So I think I'll get rid of the screen and then we can see your face, Dave, in bigly mode.
God help us.